Hey, good morning. It is Saturday, the 26th of March. We're getting back to the big project today. Gonna go in over the side at one of the spots where the railing has been kicked out, or the banister, not the risers, whatever they called. We're going in through there and going to focus on one of the areas that it's not going to be so wet, hopefully, but it is a homeless encampment down there, so there's going to be a lot. Imagine it's going to be a lot of standing at one spot and just picking for a long period of time. So I don't think I'll be under the boardwalk a whole lot, maybe a little bit, we'll see, as always, but I'm just going to avoid going down underneath it into the water and the mud. We've had 3 or 4 nice days this week, but it's still going to be pretty wet down there, so I'll give it another week or two if we get some nice weather next week, and then get back underneath there. A few days of not rain would be really nice. So anyways, that's the plan. I'm gonna definitely have lots of video today, so I'll catch you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, I'm here. Let's do a before shot. So this is an area where the weeds have been knocked down, or the brambles been knocked down, so I'll clean up to the road. Just put my ladder down in here, and I'm hoping to get right into this area and clean all of this up. Now, it's not all easy, but I'll get that shopping cart out of there and everything else that I can. So this is a couple hours work here, I think, and we'll see what I do with it. There's like some old construction stuff up there as well. Oops. Up there behind that tree. So we'll get in here and we'll just clean up whatever we can. I forgot to bring my sharp container, so I will just set any sharps I find up to the side here and pick them up a little later in the day when I go get my container. So I did bring a knee pad for kneeling on today, and if I do get underneath there, that way I'm not getting completely covered in mud. Last week was kind of ridiculous when I walked back inside at the end of the day. So we'll set up the camera and get going. at it for a little while now. Got one area cleaned, roughly one, two, maybe two, or 1.5 sections here, just on the side, and then I went up the hill and cleaned along there. I got a bunch of PVC pipes that construction had left before. Got 3 bags so far. This is the next area. I'll give you a look underneath here. This is a little bit easier actually. So this is what it looks like down here once the ditch is kind of moved out of the way, and down on the other side there where it's wet. So this actually shouldn't be too bad for picking. It's, you know, 4.5, maybe 5 feet tall, so a little bit of ducking when you're going under the braces here, the cross beams. But should actually be able to get most of the way up and down through here and use this as an egress point for all the garbage, because the lift isn't bad. It's only a 4-foot lift, and that's pretty easy, 1 bag at a time. So the downside is hauling it, but it's certainly easier than trying to crawl through the mud at that end. And there's a camp down the other end here, so this is going to be a multi-day cleanup down here. Just sheer volume wise. Like, you think you got it, and then you shuffle your feet and you go down another year's worth of garbage, and it's just year after year of garbage down here with moss and weeds and stuff over top, dead weeds and pine needles and stuff. So yeah, this is the best way in that I found so far, and it's really not too bad. And then it's just gonna be picking for days down here. So we'll see how much more I can get. I'm gonna keep going where people can see it, because that'll stop people from littering. Hopefully they notice that people are doing things, and then we'll get into this. We'll see how it goes today. But working that bank took a lot out of me. That is a steep bank, and it's covered in brambles and blackberries, and you can see there's stuff still underneath it, but I couldn't get through some of that yet. But maybe I can get it from underneath the walkway like I was last week. So anyways, I'm gonna move the camera, set it up over here, and what I found is it's a lot easier when you're picking with your picking arm on the outside here, so you don't keep hitting it on the underside of the beams and stuff. So I'm gonna try to, I always like to pick towards the camera, but I'm gonna see if I can find a spot up here and just brace it on the walkway and then work towards it. Okay. Gonna wrap up for the day, I think. Here I've been under the boardwalk. I did 2 sections under here. You can see where I haven't done, and then down here it actually looks like at the far end somebody else has been cleaning up down here too. Duck under a little bit. So this is a definite camp. It's been abandoned for a very long time. Everything's just rotten, closed. Dirt mile. Everything's just kind of rotten and thrown around in here. I think this will be my spot for tomorrow. Nothing's heavier than wet clothes, blankets and stuff like that. So this is going to be a little bit of a trial. And then you can see way down at the end there, somebody's been gathering up garbage bags and stuff. Let me take a walk. Let's see. See if it's what I think it is. Lots more headroom here, which is good. Lots more garbage too. A lot of people have been living down here. This is going to be. I can stand fully straight up here. Oh boy. So yeah, this is going to take a few days to put it all down here. Oh yeah, people have been, I don't know what they've been doing down here. If this is what it was like before they started, or it still looks like this, what the hell is all this stuff? Must be wire, bike tires, golf cart. No, looks like there's a camp over there too. It looks like somebody gathered this up at one point. It's definitely garbage in there, and then just left it. It's been here a while. It's got year-old dirt on it, so. Oops, drop back down. So yeah, this is. I did 2 sections today, and oh my goodness, I only found 2 needles today so far, but I'm guaranteeing there's going to be more. So, but this is a daunting task, but at least it's easier to get to. I can split my time when I feel like picking something like this versus picking where the roof is a little shorter and there's just less camp stuff. Like this has been here a long time. So I think I got 7, maybe 8 bags. I lost count, but just do a piece at a time, and then you pass back over, you see more stuff every time, and that's just gonna be the way it is. But I'll be in and out of here enough times that we'll get it done. Now I'm looking at it and I know that far end is not currently occupied. I may just come in through there most days. I don't have to bring the ladder with me. Bag everything up down there, stack it up, and then pull it out. It's a little bit of walk back here, but at least I'm not carrying a ladder around. But that's why I brought it today, to get down in here. Now I know what the rest of it looks like, and I can start from the far end, I guess, tomorrow and work my way south. Okay, I'm gonna head back up and stack up all the bags. Okay, gonna wrap this up real quick. Today, picked up this stack here. So I think I got 7 bags, plus a bunch of PVC pipe and a grocery cart. And I combined that with the other 4 bags down there, 5 bags that I got down there from last week. I'll be back out here tomorrow, so there will be more this weekend. But did a little quick calculation here, some random numbers. I counted 56 of these sections here. Each one is 12 feet long approximately. It's somewhere around 600 feet, 650 maybe. And let's say I got 11, let's call it a dozen bags out of, how many sections have I done so far? 7 sections. So for every 600 or 56 to 8 times 12 bags, it's, oh, my math is really bad. 96 minimum. Now I got 4 bags out of 5 sections on this end. I got 7 bags out of 2 sections on the far end, and obviously the farther it goes south or north here, the worse it gets. So I'm gonna say the minimum is gonna be 100 bags out of here. And it's quite possible, not counting those big bags that are already bagged up down at the far end that somebody else did years ago, or last year maybe. I think the estimate's gonna be more 150 to 200 bags of garbage down there. That's a couple of dumpsters. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna get it all up, honestly. Those big bags down there, if they're as heavy as the bags that I've been picking and they're twice the size, we're gonna need a crane or a backhoe or something like that to lift them all out of there. So that'll be interesting. That'll be a fun video to make when we pull all this stuff up and load it all up. But anyways, I'm gonna call it a day for today. About 3 hours picking, I think, and head on back home. Tomorrow I'll be out, but I won't be bringing my ladder because I can get in on the north end and just drop down straight down and just start picking there. So yeah, I won't have to bring a ladder out with me to get to the spot for a while anyways. So if I start picking down the south end again, then I will have to. But other than that, that's what it looks like. Weather's turning nice, buds are on, cherry trees are blossoming. You can see the cherry blossoms down there. So it's a really nice time of year. It's a little wet, but it's going to be fully green here in a month. And whatever's not picked on the green side of things, you won't get to till next spring. So anyways, have a good afternoon. Have a great day. Catch you later. Bye.